I'm getting so many requests. You guys can't request so much because then I can't see who I'm looking for. Oh, there she is. Here I go. Amy fucking Schumer.
Yeah! What's up?
Just happy to talk to you, as is everybody else watching right now.
Oh my God. Hi guys. I'm so excited and I feel like such like a savvy person that I figured out how to do it. I mean, all I had to do was click go live, but still.
They have been totally reading and roasting me for my poor Wi-Fi. So hopefully my Wi-Fi is good right now. It might be a little blurry.
I think it looks good.
I'm working on it. I'm borrowing a Wi-Fi booster from my mom tomorrow because I've been getting read that I'm. They called me yesterday. I didn't know what LQ was. Apparently, that's low quality.
Whoa,
and I was being called an
cold-blooded.
LQ queen, which cut to the core.
That's hurtful. Guys,
it is really hurtful.
We need each other right now.
We do need each other right now. They were calling Demi Lovato queen of poor microphone quality. So basically, because not all of us. I don't know how old everyone. My mom is laughing because she doesn't even know how to turn on. We don't know how to turn on anything.
I'm impressed that she had a Wi-Fi booster. No, I told you yesterday we had Wi-Fi problems, and I was like, well, the internet's gone, like everything's gone. And then my husband was like, I just started it over, and I was like,
oh, you just did the old unplug, replug?
Yeah, he did the thing that you're supposed to do immediately, and I just am like, I go straight to panic.
I'm just wondering if someone was saying yesterday, I wish we could just do that trick to 2020 in general. Like we could just do a quick reset, unplug, replug, which is what we're trying to do on this show. Right now, we're just unplugging from it's so hard to not just get totally zoned into the news and just get stuck staring at the negativity. And yesterday we talked about dedicating just a couple minutes a day to checking up on the updates, keeping yourself updated and aware of what's going on, but not dedicating your entire day to staring at the news.
That's really smart. Yeah, I mean, but really, even watching the news for 5 minutes will freak you right out.
Exactly.
And there's no question about that. I think it's cool that you're being honest about that. It's just it is so scary, and I don't really have everybody I feel on my feed became a life coach, you know what I mean? Actually my friends who are doing the worst have the most advice. They're breathe, and I'm like, what are you talking, you know what I mean? But
yeah, the people that are on social saying breathe are the ones texting you those shady have you been getting those text chains with total fake information that
oh yeah, I've forwarded a lot.
I did it too until there was a Twitter account that's dedicated to just debunking all that bullshit because half of them aren't real.
I sent so many of those forward and everyone was like, this is fake. And I was like, you just feel like such an idiot when you forward that stuff.
So have you gotten the one that's going around where it says the list of the neighborhoods and then you click it and it's a guy's penis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of that.
Actually, you know what I want to remember to ask you this. I think that might be my friend Bridget Everett has a couple. Do you know her? She does an amazing cover of The Climb.
That's badass. No, I want to check it out.
Oh my God. She's a very famous New York cabaret singer, and she does The Climb, and she's plus size, and she carries somebody up, and she's on stage, and then she makes them airplane her all to your song. But
this is all incredible.
That might be one of her favorite porn stars.
And no way.
Yeah, nice to get him some buzz.
I got this. Oh, he's getting so many clicks. I got that from everyone that I know. My little sister has sent it on repeat with different texts. She'll act like there's something new, some new information, and then send it to me again.
Yeah.
So today I'm having Lauren and Cam on from Love Is Blind. Have you got to binge yet?
Of course. Are you nervous?
I actually kind of am. I've got some good questions. I've got a couple questions about how they're staying positive, but I'm also just trying to get tea. So I'm going to keep the first little bit about positivity, and then I'm just going to sneak in. They're probably watching, so now they know. I'll keep it respectful, but I'm just trying to get a little tea.
Just get some tea. I mean, it's what we want more than anything. I think we're all pretty upset more than anything that Daytona is canceled.
Yeah, it's not that it's what we want, it's what we need.
It's what we need, but did you see that his ex-girlfriend posted that thing that she's so happy for him?
Oh,
Did you see that? It was sweet. It was actually really sweet. She was, well, I don't know. I projected onto it, but it was like his ex-girlfriend was like, it's so nice to see someone that you loved, like fall in love and find the right person, whatever. I thought it was sweet, but
I need to be more like her. I need to be slightly more like her.
It's tough. Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for jumping on. Is there anything else besides Love is Blind, like any TV shows that you recommend or books or movies before we sign off?
Yeah. I mean, I love Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance.
I'm starting those today, per your request.
They're just, I mean, they make you angry. Like if you like to watch TV that stresses you out, you know?
I do.
Some Real Housewives stuff. And I think I'm more worried about the Vanderpump Rules cast than anybody with the coronavirus. Like with the amount of shots they take, and I'm worried about them. I'm worried about
Seriously, I am obsessed with Vanderpump Rules. I mean, this is like.
Did you watch Dax's wedding last night?
Well, here was what I was upset about. So I tried to get an advance copy because I had a throat surgery last December and I couldn't talk for 4 weeks. So I asked Andy if he would get me an advance copy, and he said that they don't have the edit yet, so there's no way that I could have it.
You just have the raw footage.
Which is what I need. So then my friend went to BravoCon and got to see the entire first episode like 2 days after he told me he didn't have the edit. So I have a little bit of beef with the crew for not getting me. I was in bed, unable to speak for 4 weeks. It would have brought me so much hope and light. And
this is not right. And
I know. And you hoarded the first episode from me.
That is it. Oh, you know what? I have a nice treat for everybody. And, you know, don't put this on later, but if anybody wants their day brightened, here's a little baby.
Hi, baby.
Say hi, Jeannie.
Hi, guys.
And sorry, and this is
both
the dad.
babies.
Hi, Guinea.
The sperm donor.
Can we see your tongue?
You are too good. I'm gonna keep sending you videos of my little godson. Hi, baby.
Say hi.
Yeah. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. Have a good day with your gorgeous family, and love you so much. Thank you.
I love you. Everybody, hi. Everybody in Italy, everywhere. We're thinking about you. Wash your hands. Stay inside.
Seriously, thank you. Bye. She is the cutest. That was so much fun. Okay, so now we are going to talk to Lauren and Cameron from Love is Blind. I'm literally freaking out. Brandy, are you here? That's my big sister. Mother, are you here? Is everyone here? Because this is just too exciting. And I have so many questions for them. Okay, so let me. Oopsies. Here's Lauren. Waiting for Lauren. I am freaking out. I'm so excited.
Hey.
I'm freaking out.
Hey, girl.
How's it going?
How are you two doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Quarantine, staying in the house, you know.
I was wondering what you two were doing to stay positive, and at this time, besides making viral TikTok videos, that video is. I see the staircase.
You see it? There it
where
is.
It went down.
Well, you know, first off, we love making TikToks to pass the time.
Right.
Yep.
But outside of that, I mean, we've just been really doing a whole lot of working.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, with everything that's going on. So just trying to catch up and to stay positive, really just kind of stay inside of our bubble with friends and family and calling everyone and making sure that they're good and that they're okay. And
right. Working on projects together is one thing we really love.
Oh my God, everyone's going to be freaking out. So you guys are in a place where you can be together and you can continue to work from home. I mean, so many of us are so lucky that we can actually continue to work from home.
Absolutely.
I didn't have anything I necessarily could do working from home, so I just created my own TV show.
Fair.
Right, which is perfect because we need this. Like, people are sitting at home, they need this love and positivity. So kudos to you. Like, I'm so proud of you, Miley. This is beautiful, and we're happy to like be here and chat with you and everybody. So
from one content creator to another.
Yes.
There we go.
So I have a couple questions. When watching Love is Blind, I think what was so addicting and intriguing for anyone was the concept that two people can actually find love without being in the same space, without being in the same room, not being face to face, not having a first date, not having a first kiss, and you take such a major step in a relationship without any of the above. And that seems so outlandish, but now in this climate, it seems like disconnected dating could be a little bit more realistic. What's it really like dating from a distance, and do you think it affected you positively or negatively? Because so many people are going to have to do that at home.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. One of the best parts of it was there was no distraction by the physical part, and we weren't thinking about physical things that could follow. So we really were able to get down to what it is that is going to carry our relationship into the future. And, you know, seeing Lauren, obviously, her beauty is very distracting. I think a lot of people would agree.
That is too cute.
But honestly, like, I feel like even like being in the pods, like right now, people can still like pick up the phone and call people. And to me, I feel like good conversation is like the best foreplay, right? Hopefully it's no shooting.
Absolutely.
But it's like the best foreplay. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good to just be able to talk to somebody, call them. They don't have to physically be there to connect with someone and be intimate, so to say. Like that can happen through just conversation and words.
There's something almost like very kind of like innocent about it. I remember being in like middle school or high school, talking to someone on the phone until you fell asleep was so much more important to the relationship. And why do we lose that when everything else gets in the way?
Exactly, for hours.
I used to love my little cricket phone at night, talking to Patrick before I get to school.
Right, I had an Excel laying on there. What are you doing? What are you doing? You hang up. No, you hang up.
That was the best.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was in middle school or high school, you actually wanted to avoid the person that you were dating as much as possible.
Right?
You only could talk to him on the
Nervous
phone.
to be around him.
That's so true. Like,
You'd
oh
be
my
too
God, I go
nervous.
this way, you go the other way. So, you know, I feel like in a way it's kind of like getting back to our roots as a society. You know what I mean?
It is.
Like, let's talk it out.
It absolutely is. So another question that I had was, you guys are amazing examples of how connection doesn't need to be physical. And for someone that's starting a new relationship or just getting to know someone special during social distancing, what advice would you give to them? Like, is there almost like a template? One thing I used to use was find something you relate on immediately. So ask as many questions, find something that you guys relate on, and just talk about that, because then more will unfold. What's your way that you could connect?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for Lauren and I, our first immediate connection was family. How important family is, their health, just their well-being. So you probably saw on the show that was the first time we kind of cried together. And
I was crying.
That was where.
Oh, girl, me too.
I'm moving because my
fans
fans are spraying my Wi-Fi, so I'm moving.
About everything.
Right.
I was totally crying right there with you.
Yeah, that was where we had our first connection. And, you know, I think we went into the dates after that, just like thinking about what are those qualities we need in a long-term partner that are going to, you know, make this work in the long haul, and kind of already going into it prepared, so to speak.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, just like you said, Miley, basically just talk about the things that are most important to you, like the things that you guys will have in common, you know, like the stuff that you like, the stuff that you dislike, like what are your phobias, what motivates you, like that type of stuff you can connect with somebody about and talk for hours just based on that. So
yeah, and usually when you find one thing, that just pulls a thread and you find all these things.
Exactly. Fall down the rabbit hole.
Exactly. So I wanted to say, you guys went from not knowing each other at all to being newlyweds. And what's it like now? I mean, now you kind of went like 180. You're like the opposite of a pod. You're stuck in a pod now together. It's like the opposite of a show. Now you're stuck in the pod together. Are there any like weird habits or like tics that you guys have that you're starting to go like, whoa, didn't know about that? Spill the tea! Spill the tea!
Yeah,
What's my weird tics, honey?
She likes to pile stuff on the bed.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Like what? Like packing?
Yeah, like clothes and bags and stuff.
Well, you know, okay, listen, ladies, y'all know
trying to start.
Ladies, you know when you're getting ready to go out, right? And then it's like after you have all your stuff, all your clothes, you kind of leave it on the bed so you come back, right? I'm not the only person who does that. Okay, now it's time for his tips, right?
I put all my outfits together because otherwise you're going to bring a bunch of stuff that when you get there, you're like, what the hell did I even pack?
Exactly.
Right.
So you feel me, Miley?
I feel like I'm about to get ganged up on.
I feel you. Okay, so I wanted to know, since Lauren, you're a content creator, Do you
Yes,
have any
ma'am.
tips for me besides getting a Wi-Fi booster, which is happening tomorrow?
Okay, well, besides the Wi-Fi booster, you know what? I would just say, everyone loves you for who you are. So just push more of that out there and just be yourself. I like to add little like details in the stuff that I create. So I love to add in like little emojis and fun stuff and animations and cut to the music. But I mean, you're you. So
and I'm working on that. So next week, so my friends are helping me. The really cool thing about this is I'm only able to use what I already have in my house. So that's been kind of challenging.
That's all you
I
need.
did not have a phone tripod. I did not have a beauty light. I did not have any of these things. I didn't even know how to use my phone until like 3 days ago. When I was trying to add in people to be on my lives, I kept turning myself into a puppy. So like I just learned how to do any of this 2 days ago. So now I'm kind of learning, like my mom had the Wi-Fi booster. My friend had the tripod cell phone, and they've been doing the same thing where they've been quarantined since actually Wednesday of last week. So I'm only kind of interacting with people that I know are taking the same precaution as me, because I think it's really important for people to protect themselves, to really only spend time with people taking it as seriously. And we talked actually the other day on the show about don't worry, be happy people are kind of dangerous, because when we don't worry and we just say, well, I'm young, I'll be fine, I don't have a compromised immune system, that's just not true for everyone else. And so it can be considered kind of selfish, and it's just important to stay inside as much as you can, stay clean as much as you can, don't hoard.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. One of my
again.
favorite things I read was, we thought in 2020 we'd have flying cars, but here we are teaching people how to wash their hands.
Hello.
Like
with the diagrams.
Like
seconds.
What? So we were talking about bright minds, basically, as an exercise to stay lit in dark times.
Love it.
And the whole series is based off an exercise that I do. So it's like B stands for the blessing and curse of social media. So could you two give a pro and con of social media? And I'm sure you've seen your own share of trolls and opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, have we, okay? A pro of social media, I would say, of course, being able to communicate with each other from long distances, even in situations like this where we may not be able to be together physically. But I mean, look at how many people are in here right now, and we're all probably from all over the world. We all are from all over the world. So that's awesome, just to be able to connect with people far and wide in one spot.
Yeah, and really the same pro for me. I think that it's amazing how much love and support we've received for people who relate to our story, see themselves, maybe they're in a relationship that they think is relatable. And I'm sure you received a ton of love, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
The con of that just being that, of course, everyone's got an opinion and scrutinizing every tiny detail of anything you ever did or said that was recorded.
Yeah, people definitely get real gutsy when they're behind the keyboard of their phone. So that's definitely a con. But, you have to just try not to pay attention to that. Like, focus on the good stuff that's on social media. Be sure that you're following, the people who really kind of feed into you, I like to say. If you're scrolling on your timeline and if someone gives you a bad vibe or makes you feel drained, unfollow. Okay, the unfollow button.
I love
one
block.
click away, guys. So,
block. And I love hide story from. That's my favorite.
Yes.
Love
I didn't even think about that.
Love hiding the story.
So I just started like using the whole block button thing, with all the kind of trolls that are starting to seep in there. I'm like, oh, I forgot that I can even block people. So.
And they don't deserve the content at this point.
Yeah.
So the R stands for reliability. And who are the most reliable figures in your life or your resources? This could be your faith, your family, or your friends.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say my parents and my sister, obviously.
We stand both of your families.
Yeah.
We stand your family, girl.
Right.
We love that scene with your dad was so beautiful, and when he was crying, but also seemed intimidating as hell.
Yes.
At
the same damn time.
Anytime, my dad's been like that before too, and just anytime, that's just pure love. So as much as sometimes you feel like I wish my dad wouldn't do things like that, or like it's embarrassing to me, I know it's because he loves me, and I couldn't imagine. He's known me before I've understood me or known me. Like, he saw us before we even we're in our bodies. Like, he loved us
Right.
before we're even in our shells. And so you gotta just try to understand. And I think if you don't have kids, it's really hard to understand why parents are so protective sometimes.
Right. And
But
it's
my
like,
dad's
you know,
crazy.
baby girls. We're both baby girls. So, I
True.
mean, you know, it's just like the protective dad vibe, especially if you go on a TV show and marry someone who you've known for 2 months through a wall. So he was protecting his baby girl. But honestly, he's just so loving, and he's a big teddy bear.
Yeah, I would have been the same way as him. I think he was totally right to be protective, and you know, he obviously still is, but he's a great man.
Yeah, the show had to be kind of crazy because we grew up in a time where this isn't that weird to kind of like document everything that we're doing, because we do that anyways.
Right.
That is a totally different generation. My dad literally, okay, so my dad got 2 Blackberries because he says it equals 1 iPhone. That is not true. He is still on the Blackberry.
He still has it?
He still has a Blackberry. He has 2 of them because he says it equals 1 iPhone. Then we gave him, and we're like, no. And then so we gave him an iPhone to use in this time because he's stuck in Nashville. We're stuck here. So it's really sad because he has to go to my grandma's house to FaceTime because my grandma knows how to FaceTime. And he doesn't. But my grandma doesn't know how to screenshot, so she takes photos of the thing on the screen. So I'll be like, send me a screenshot, and she'll send me a picture from her cell phone of her taking a picture on the screen.
She's getting it done, okay?
She's getting it done.
Making it happen by any means necessary.
Exactly. Everyone's writing that my dad is the king of Blackberries. That's because he's the only one with a Blackberry. And then, so I wanted to ask, in the pods, you probably painted a picture of like who you were kind of expecting. Is it anything like who you're married to now? Has there anything that you didn't expect you all would like learn about each other, especially being kind of stuck in the same spot now?
Right. Honestly, I feel like in the pods, I painted Cameron to be just like this loving, super like detail-oriented person, and honestly, he's that and much more. As for quirks, of course, he has those. He has those for sure.
Plenty of quirks.
But you know, I feel like we're all human, so we all have those things. And I feel like, you know, in a relationship, especially when you're living in close quarters like this, and those of you who are probably at home, you may be shacked up with your boo. You know, I feel like you kind of just get a chance to really even grow into each other even more and learn each other. And even if you need to, you know, if you need some time apart, go into a different room and close the door, because sometimes we need that too.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. Yeah. For me, I mean, back in the pods, because we knew time was of the essence, so we were very economical about our time. Got to know Lauren at all the things that I knew like I needed in a partner before we proposed, but having been married for 1.5 years, I mean, there's just
a year and a half.
So much. Yeah.
I needed that timeline.
Yes.
I didn't know a year and a half.
2018. Yeah.
Right.
So we've been married for a whole 1.5 years, girl.
Man.
Yeah, we had to keep it like under wraps, and you know, until the show. Actually, not only until the show came out, but until it revealed that we were married.
Right. Yeah.
That was crazy. So you all had to really be in like kind of hiding.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, no one knew us really at that point, so we could be kind of open, but on social media we had to pretend like we were single pretty much.
Man, that's wild.
You know, those exes creep in like, hey girl, what's up? And it's like, no,
you can't say anything. That's crazy.
I know. It's like, no. By the way, Miley, your makeup is so pretty. Yes, golden lids.
I did it for you.
So cute.
You know what? Actually, this was an advice, and I actually just reached out to John Mayer about doing the show also, because I watched his Instagram live yesterday, and he was talking about even if you have nowhere to go, getting ready gives you a sense of purpose and of structure, because right now you just don't have any structure. So he was hilarious. He's like, even though you have nowhere to go, put on your clothes like you're going somewhere. And then put on your lounge clothes when you get back from doing nothing. Put those
like,
on.
I'm done with my job.
And then put on your pajamas, you know?
Yeah.
In life, you have like, I know I have at least 3 wardrobe changes. Go out, put on my sweats when I get home, do my workout, do whatever, and then go to sleep. So he's like, just keep the structure, but in your house.
Absolutely. I feel like that's important.
And you saw that in the pods too. We were all dressed to go to these dates, even though we couldn't see each other. And it just gives you that sense of like feeling good and feeling prepared.
That's actually such a good idea because I didn't even think about that. You guys did like even to propose, you got in suits even though they wouldn't see.
Right, and dresses. And some people were like, why are they dressed up when people can't even see them? But to me, it's like, if you look good, you feel good. And even if you feel like you look good in your sweats, then you still feel good even in that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Exactly. I'm totally on the Billie Eilish swag right now. I understand why she wears so many oversized sweatpants and sweatshirts because that's what I've been in now for like 5 days. This queen has it figured out.
Right now.
She has it figured out. So I was actually writing that a lot of the couples kind of had like drama and negativity in their storylines, but y'all really didn't have much of that. So where did you inherit the light and the positivity? Was that a choice because you know you're getting filmed, or is that just how you live your life?
I think we went into it both. Well, I'll speak for myself, but I have an idea. Laura and I went into it, you know, understanding that we just wanted to be ourselves and be authentic and not, you know, ham it up.
Yeah, we don't want to be characters. We wanted to be ourselves, and that was just like really important to us.
I always wonder when people do that sometimes on shows. They kind of characterize themselves, and it doesn't actually work because at the end when they call cut and the series is out, that's kind of now who you
have to be. Exactly.
Yeah, who you have to be, and it's really hard to keep up with a persona
being
like
someone
that.
else, right? Exactly.
Definitely. And so there was all this drama. We all loved the drama. We were gagged for the drama. But is there anything that we missed out on that didn't make the edit? Because I know from my own life that people just want clickbait. They want sensationalized moments, sensationalized material that gets people tuning in. People tune in to negativity and drama. And that's why I started this show, because I don't want to sit at home and just watch the news from 9 to 9. I need a break. Our brain needs a break. We need positivity.
Absolutely.
My therapist who was on the show 2 days ago was talking about dedicating, you know, maybe 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 at night to keep yourself updated so you know kind of what you need to do to keep yourself safe. But like otherwise, watching the news all day is not helpful.
It's
so
not helpful
I'm
at
sure
all.
they sensationalized your relationship or sensationalized all the material, but was there anything that was just like mellow or mushy that you really wish they would have shown or kept in?
Yeah,
Definitely.
actually, when I met Cameron's parents, and they cut that completely out of the show, and it's like, what the heck? I guess,
frustrating.
Maybe it wasn't enough drama or anything. We didn't fight or anything like that. But
So
even
how did
my
it go
dad,
when you met them?
We were here.
It went great. It went great. I walked in and his mom was like, oh my gosh, you're just as pretty as he described. You know, it's like, yes, I'm in there. I live in the family. She loves me. And then so my dad actually came too, and we all met and sat around and kikied and laughed and drank and talked about life. And it's so unfortunate that part didn't make the show, but I know a lot of people ask about that, like did Cameron's parents like refuse to meet her or something like that, and it wasn't even like that at all.
So see, that sucks. I hate when things like that happen. I hate when something actually goes really well but it's not clickbaity enough that it doesn't even that happens to me all the time.